And today we got another crazy banger video with us. Let's get straight into it. Cop punches driver.
Can you call your supervisor?
Right, then they tried to hide it. Bow, 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 bow.
Watch this crazy video out of Jacksonville, Florida. We've done a video on it before. I'll tag it in the link below. Man, these cops way overreact to this situation. And watch their chief come out and try to tell you that you didn't really see what you thought you saw. Watch this video.
You know what I say. Before we get started, before we even get started in this video, I just want you to know, there's two things I want you to know. You can't lie on the internet. It's illegal. And the second thing is, you can't believe your lying eyes, okay? So just know that everything on the internet is true, and you can't believe what you see. That's how they go.
Over. He walked
That's how it goes.
Open my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one,
being black while
your
driving.
Headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Huh? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
Mushed him.
Show me your hands.
I don't know if it was a punch or a mush. Keep your hands up, big dog. Keep showing him the hands.
I'm here.
Don't put them down.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
At this point, man, you should have just got out.
No.
Punch? Ooh.
Yes, there absolutely was force used by the arresting officers, and yes, that force is ugly.
You think? Yes, there was absolutely force used, and that force was ugly. Watch this chief try to make you think this was a legitimate use of force. Do you think it was legitimate? Watch this video.
As I've said many times before, the reality is that all force, all violence is ugly. And just because force is ugly does not mean it's unlawful or contrary to policy. In this case, the cell phone camera footage that began viral circulation over the weekend does not comprehensively capture the circumstances surrounding this incident. And that is to be expected. As a 33-year law enforcement officer, I understand the importance of thorough and complete investigations. One piece of evidence considered in a vacuum without any context can lead to skewed conclusions. When incomplete cell phone camera footage becomes the basis on which public opinion turns, the results can be equally faulty.
Well, I mean, so if there were body cams and you put the footage out, then we could have all of the footage, and then we can make our opinion based on that. But all we can do is use the footage that was provided to us. So, transparency much?
A rush to judgment, whether it be in a criminal investigation or in a court of public opinion, can lead to flawed conclusions. Tonight, I'm sharing the footage from the body-worn cameras of the arresting officer, Officer D. Bowers.
My bad, big dog.
And two of the assisting officers, Officer D. Miller and Officer G. Curse, so that the public has more complete understanding of this incident.
I don't think it's going to help much.
Let's watch those body cams and see if we agree that it was really taken out of context.
I don't think it's going to help much.
The cell phone video says it all. Cell phone video gets an up-close and personal look at the driver and what he encountered at the hands of these police officers. He got punched in the face, not once, at least twice. Beat down to the ground when he was not resisting. He was only asking for a reason why they want to ask him out of the car. Now, you've seen my videos. I don't teach that you should push back when they ask you to step out. You should step out. I don't ask for a reason because they're not required to give you one at the time. They're required to have a reason for the stop, but they don't need a reason to ask you to step out of the car if the stop is legitimate. Now, do they have a legitimate stop here? That's an argument for another day.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's not your place to argue it right there on the side of the road. You give your objection. You make sure you're filming. And then you, unfortunately, just have to comply. Because if you don't, they'll help you comply reasonably. You know?
Watch this video.
On a silver Kia. I don't know if that's...
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights, and it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah, I don't like the way you sitting. He can't see nothing. He walking up to the car, giving him all more reasons to say he didn't feel safe.
Telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
77, 35. I'm proper dog driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
And one thing we have to learn how to do as people is hold our composure a little better. Especially when we're getting aggravated, we're in a situation we don't like. The way you respond definitely doesn't help the situation sometimes. Not to say that when you respond correctly or in a better way that you always get a good outcome, but going straight to contention, starting with no, give me the words mean things, and I think you should make sure you're using the words you want to use.
Step out of here. 25 seconds. If we're not for the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
The cop wasn't fast enough to stop him from locking the door. I wouldn't have done that if I'm this driver,
right?
But the driver did it, and that's where we are.
Right.
Because we are where we are, the officer's got two choices. He can use his words, like we teach, and de-escalate this situation, get the supervisor out there. Get somebody out there that has communication skills and can talk to this kid and tell him why we're asking you out of the car. Most of the time, if you tell people, hey, the law gives me the right to ask you out of the car and all I want to do is talk to you about the reason I stopped you, most people will ultimately comply. They don't want you to put hands on them. They certainly don't want you to bust their window. I just think it would be better for you, for your department, for everybody involved, if you just learn how to use your words.
Door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Under arrest for resisting.
Now they about to jump him.
Can you
And I'll be helling out gang.
Now this guy's
Do you
starting
gangbang?
off well. I think
Catch
if
me
he'd had
outside
a little
with my-
more time, he would have been able to talk this guy out of the car. But he starts off well. He comes over to the other side. It's a different voice than the kids heard, and it's a good de-escalation tactic. It's what they learn in de-escalation class. He starts off well. He just doesn't command the scene like he should.
I will. Can you step out?
Because you don't even know the whole situation.
You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted. You're required to comply.
And I'm required to
I'm about to break a window.
You are required to exit the
I'm
vehicle.
about to break a window.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hand.
What else did the body cam show us though, other than the door slam, and it didn't show him being
What's your reason, sir?
violent
What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right.
to escalate towards open hand strikes or punches.
Now, you've heard me do videos on this before. When cops go hands-on, they always say,
Yeah,
stop resisting. They say it over and over. They say it really loud. You know why? Whether or not he's resisting doesn't matter. They want the optics of, well, everybody that saw this saw the cop tell him to stop resisting.
Yep.
He should have just stopped resisting. Well,
Because the guy that's allowed to lie, they want everybody to think that what was going on is going on. But since he's allowed to lie, do we know if it's actually going on or not? Or are we just making it seem like it's going on? And then we're going to say it's your word versus their word, and you got your boys with you.
footage, if you watch those side by side, which one do you think is better? The chief wants you to think that his has more context, but his actually lacks context. Body cam makes it look like he was kind of resisting. The cell phone footage here, in my opinion, is the best footage. What do you think? Comment below.
I agree with you. I think it shows a better representation of what happened from that angle, because like you said, with those body cams, it's from this, it's moving around. If you know anything about film, when you watch an action movie, they'll do what's called a shaky cam, and they'll shake the camera around and they'll pan it real fast and things like that to make it seem like more action is going on. But these people, a lot of times, really don't know how to do these moves. They don't look as sweet as they look when you put in all the extra optics. That's why in music videos, they're swiping the camera up and down, panning, and all of these things to add movement to pull you in more. And that's unfortunately what's going on here is with the point of view of the camera, it's making it seem like there's a lot more going on than possibly could. And when you look at the other angle, it seems like that.
2574, lit 1033, one in custody.
Stop. We know, man. Ain't no talking.
You're under arrest.
No.
Yes, bro. Yes.
I have a lawful reason, bro.
How it works?
Too late. It ain't no too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that.
Sir, your partner didn't even act. Your
Marijuana
partner
in your
didn't.
right pocket.
Yes, it is.
This kid was pulled over for not having his headlights on during inclement weather. I want you to count the police cars that pull up behind him, in front of him, and around him that are all driving without their headlights on. None of these cops had their headlights on. I get that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's rules for you and not for me.
But should it matter if you're pulling somebody over for something that you're doing yourself? Like, really?
And I mean, aren't you supposed to be the upstanding citizen? Aren't you supposed to be held to a higher standard? I don't know.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
You're supposed to know the law.
So why close the door if you see him pull up? Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
I don't know.
Can you back me up to the car so I can lean up? Sit up. You done bust my bro.
You gotta take your pants off.
25. So you can start rescue. 1067. Approximately 30-year-old Bravo Mike.
Hey, I'll tell you this. They're probably gonna pull his pants back up, but if you ever wore pants with shorts underneath, it's a certain technique where you gotta pull these pants back up, or them shorts gonna be all up in everything, uncomfortable. So they don't know that technique. I can tell you right now, they don't know the technique. So this ride he's about to take is gonna be uncomfortable. You got the drawers all pulled up, the shorts all twisted, the leg of the short is all the way up by the thigh now. Yeah, my man's is about to have a ride, and in the cuffs, and they beat him up.
That ain't good. I know.
All of them mad that they hand hurt because they had to beat somebody up.
Oh, yeah.
They're comparing wounds to their hands, to their fists. Look at mine, man. Look at how I cut my hand up on that guy's window, on his jaw. See all the blood on my hand?
Right.
Come on.
Happy
cops.
about it.
After this traffic stop on February 19, 2025,
And then we got this guy up
McNeil was
here.
arrested for
We got this guy up here is protecting and serving people by handing out beatings.
resisting a police officer without violence, driving on a suspended driver's license, and possession of less than
Your
20
name
grams
is
of marijuana.
Toby.
On February 20th, 2025, McNeil pled guilty to and was adjudicated guilty of resisting a police officer without violence and driving on a suspended driver's license. Those pleas of guilty were accepted by a local judge who found them to have been factual basis and to have been voluntarily made by McNeil. After the resolution of this criminal case, McNeil took custody of his cell phone, the one he presumably used to record the footage that was shared on social media, on March 5th, 2025. At no time, February to now, did McNeil contact JSO to file a complaint, nor share with the agency the cell phone footage that is circulated on social media. As I said earlier, immediately upon becoming aware of this footage, JSO began a criminal and administrative investigations into the incident. Had McNeil filed a complaint, JSO would have started this investigation at that time. But we were not aware of this allegation or of improper use of force before this weekend.
Are you?
So, I don't know what he knew. But was there a report written? Was all of those cops that were there? I wonder when he put the footage out, because in the world we live in, it's really hard for things to go without going on the internet, and especially in a it's a
Me,
lot.
Chief,
We'll
that
see.
none of your officers on the scene did a use of
Right.
force report.
That's what I was just
None
saying.
of them. They busted this window. hit this man in
They
the
didn't
face
use force.
multiple times. 4 grown men tackle him to the ground, beating him the whole time. He's not resisting with violence. You already said he was charged with and pled guilty to resisting without violence. Why were you using violence on him and you just become aware of it when the kid gets out and gets his phone back and posts it on Facebook? If your officers are not already putting in a use of force report for what we saw, and you're not already aware of this incident, that tells me a whole lot about your department
Right.
and your ability to cover things up when people file complaints. You should have seen all of this body cam before that first video hit YouTube. And because you're not doing your job and your supervisors are not doing their job, things like this are slipping by, and lo and behold, the community knows before you know. That just shows you what kind of department we're dealing with there. That use of force should have been investigated by the supervisors. This should not
I was gonna say, or maybe he was doing his job, and his job was to cover it up. That's what he thought.
had to have gone viral, the chief to have known about it. What do you think?
Yeah, this another crazy video, man. Another video of police just overstepping. Once again, not all. But if you like this video, go check him out and send this video to your cousin.